Well, millions of people across the country have a substance use disorder. For Madi Klariter, she had an alcohol problem for 5 years. 2 times her use of alcohol put her in a coma where she almost lost her life. But she is here today, healthy and thriving, along with Christy Buck with Be Nice. Thank you, ladies, for being here with us.
Thanks for having us.
Madi, I'll talk with you first. Just tell us about your journey and when you noticed you had a problem with alcohol.
Yeah, so I grew up drinking fairly normally, starting at the end of high school and going into college, but I was always the girl that blacked out. You know, I never actually drank normally. And then when I got to law school, I was away from friends and family for the first time, and all of these things that I thought would never happen, like all these lines that I didn't want to cross, I started to cross. Like, I will never drink in the morning. Well, I did. Or I will never drink at school. I did. And it's just, I think that's what makes it such an insidious disease, is there's those physical components where you're withdrawing and you feel like you need to, and then there's also that mental, you know, that voice in your head that tells you, like, I need to do this now. So I really had both of those going on for sure. But I ended up dropping out of law school and moving home and starting on a series of, you know, rehabs to try and get better.
Mm-hmm. When was your breaking point?
You know, looking back on it now, I can see it really clearly, but in the moment, I didn't see it quite like this. I remember 2 specific instances, and they were both after my big health scares, you know, being in the 2 comas. After the first one, I remember laying in the hospital room and thinking to myself, my parents are really mad at me this time. They're not going to give me a ride home, and I wonder if I can get the Uber to stop at the only gas station that I know won't card me, because they took away my license. And then the other one, I came home after being in the hospital again, and my dad said, you know, this is it, right? You know that. And I said to him, I don't know, I think I can just take a year off and I can try this again, because I didn't even want to be doing it anymore, but I just didn't know how else to live.
How did you find help?
So I did go to a few different rehabs. I had great experiences really at all of them. Just, you know, the first ones, they weren't quite the right time. So I went to my last rehab, and when I got out, I got very plugged into the sober community. So I met a lot of people around my age, and I started doing a lot of volunteer work with them, which was really, really cool. So I did a lot of cooking and event planning and things like that. I do a big camping trip every summer that I've been the chairperson for, and I cook the Saturday night dinner for that now, which is upwards of 200 people, and I have so much fun. So I think human connection was really the biggest thing for me.
How many times were you in treatment?
I think 4, yes, yep.
All right. Christy, how do you know when someone is abusing alcohol or drugs? What are the signs?
You know, oftentimes you measure it on, is this, and that part of what they're doing around, is it affecting how they're going to work, going to school, carrying out daily responsibilities, and engaging in satisfying relationships. You know, you can measure it, you can look at what's changed in their life. Have they changed patterns of who they're hanging out with? Are they going to the bar more often? Are they withdrawing from family functions? So there's a lot of signs, and obviously we know that early intervention means better hope for recovery, and oftentimes people can hide it very well too. And so that is looking at what's typical in my spouse, in my child, in my parent, whomever, and then what has changed. So it's not, it can be a very difficult conversation to have someone when you are having it with that person that may be struggling, but entering into it, letting them know that what you're observing and what you're seeing now is different than what they're typically like. And then following that Be Nice action plan, the biggest step is that challenging that person with the resources that are available to them. And also, really, Madi and I were talking about this a little earlier. We've known each other for a long time, but it's challenging the parent or the individual, the loved one in the family, to go get help and treatment for themselves also. Because oftentimes, like Madi said, some of the end result could have been that she could have died. And so people need to prepare for illnesses that could lead to someone dying. Just like any physical illness, we need to treat that also as an illness, as a disease.
And Maddie, you've been sober for 4.5 years now. How's life today? You're a chef, you volunteer a lot.
Yeah, it's so much better than I could have even hoped for when I got sober. I do things that I never thought that I would be able to do sober. I sing karaoke. I am on a rec league softball team. I play volleyball in the summer. You know, I don't go through life with those blinders on anymore. I really spend time with the people I care about. I'm an aunt to a little nephew, and he's my favorite person in the world. So I have so much fun now, and I remember all of it, and I am clear-headed for all of it, and I just feel really lucky.
What's your message to other people who may be struggling?
I don't think that there's a one-size-fits-all way to get sober. So I always tell people, you know, there are 12-step programs, there are faith-based programs, there are even programs out there that are like career specific. There's one for like the hospitality industry because it's such a big problem in that industry. And so if there's something that you've tried that it's not really clicking with you, there are other ways to get sober out there. So I'm so much happier, and I want that for other people too.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here with us, ladies.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you're doing great, and I heard you're a great chef, so check that out. And this conversation on substance use disorder continues next week with Pine Rest.